a lot of times that I would show up to a jam, waiting in line to play, and the guy drummers, like, all of a sudden, like, they get to play, they're cutting me in line, and I've been standing there, I've been waiting. So it did get just like a little bit discouraging.
Yeah.
So even though I was enjoying playing, that was just kind of my feeling, like, just underlying. I was just kind of always the only non-male in the room, in the space, and it can just be a little bit alienating, and I just felt like I always had to prove myself, even though I knew I was good.
Yeah.
None of the other guy musicians had to do that. I feel like I always did.
Yo, welcome to Vibe with Vee. Welcome to Vibe with Vee, where we take and we're going to pull apart my favorite song of yours, which is Nice. I wish I had a better intro, but I don't. So now, here we go. So, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Sure. So my name is Lauren Kleiman. I am the drummer in a Brooklyn-based indie pop rock band called Talon.
Talon. Yo, I am a huge fan of you guys. So you guys sent the song. The first song you sent was Blondie. And I watched the video. Mm-hmm. Genius.
Thank you.
Absolutely genius. I loved every part of it. And before I read your bio, I started just listening to the music. And my favorite song is Throw It All Away.
I could have called that. I could have called that for sure.
I love that song.
Thank
when
you.
It starts. It reminds me of No Doubt, their first album, Tragic Kingdom.
Yes. Okay. I love it because, like, that was the inspiration. That's what we were going for.
Really?
100%. Yeah. We, like, that was one of the first songs that we wrote together. So Blondie was our first single, and shout out to MK, our lead singer, and Mara, our lead guitarist. They're together, and they wrote Blondie during the pandemic, during, like, peak 2020 locked in the house vibes. So they wrote Blondie, and when the band all came together, they already had that song as, like, a demo. And then I joined as the drummer, Zena joined as the bass player, and then we kind of put our own spin on the demo and made it what it is today. But Throw It Away, we wrote all together the first time we were ever together, playing together. It just happened. Like, Zena started with that bass line, and then we just went from there. And we were like, this is kind of giving No Doubt. Like, and that just kind of inspired us from then on.
I was about to say, the whole album follows, like, that kind of, like, Tragic Kingdom sound.
Yeah, that thread for sure.
Very, like, reggae in there, like that pocket of reggae. So tell me, you as the drummer, how has that been for you, and what has your journey been as a drummer?
So I've been playing drums my whole life, and I played in a house band in college, and, like, I love that band so much, but it was me and 5 other dudes. Love them, some of my best friends, but that was just kind of like where I had started playing and started getting my footing as a drummer. And then moved to the city after college, came to Brooklyn, and started playing around the jam scene, just meeting different musicians and doing different just pop-up shows and stuff like that. And while I was having fun playing music and meeting new people, I was just kind of always the only non-male in the room, in the space, and it can just be a little bit alienating, and I just felt like I always had to prove myself, even though I knew I was good. None of the other guy musicians had to do that. I feel like I always did.
I feel like we always have to, just as women, and representation is so important for everyone. But women in just the music industry, like this entertainment, it's defeating sometimes. It's all the things, but
Yeah, there was
when you find your tribe.
a lot of times that I would show up to a jam, waiting in line to play, and the guy drummers, like, all of a sudden, like, they get to play, they're cutting me in line, and I've been standing there, I've been waiting. So it did get just like a little bit discouraging.
Yeah.
And so even though I was enjoying playing, that was just kind of my feeling, like just underlying. And then in March 2022, so literally March of last year, I was scrolling on this app called Lex, which is like, it's kind of like a queer Craigslist is kind of what I call it.
Yeah.
And people post about events, looking for dates or whatever. And MK, our lead singer, had posted that she and Mara were looking for a drummer and a bassist. So Zena...
Wait, sorry. You guys just met?
We
in 2022?
2022, March 2022 was our, like, we all came together. And it's just been, like, it's been crazy. Like, how it's just, we just love each other and love playing music together so much. And I mean, it translates in the music and also when we're on stage. Like, it's
100%.
It's the best. It's the best, yeah. But since meeting them and being in this band, I've just gained so much more confidence as a drummer, and I've just gotten better, and yeah, just love it.
So Throw It Away. Tell us a little bit about, like, that song and what inspired it, and, like, what is it about?
I think I love that you picked that song in particular because it does stand out. I feel like our style overall is very, like you said, like 90s rock, indie with some pop hooks.
I love the gay antics.
And yeah,
I love that.
It's true.
Yeah.
But that song in particular, it started with the bass line, which was very funky, very groovy, and then I was really just feeling that, and that inspired the beat that I do, the groove that I do, that I don't really do on any other songs. That all came from the bass line, and then Mara comes in with, like, the ska guitar, and it just, I don't know, it was very seamless the way it came together. And I think that it's very special that we weren't going for anything like that. It just felt right when we were making it.
And that's when you get your best music, when it's authentic.
Yeah, exactly.
Why Blondie as the single and not Throw It Away?
I think because that was the song that MK and Mara wrote first together when they were kind of doing Talon as a duo, not performing, but just writing songs during the pandemic together. And because that was the first demo that they made together and they sent to Zena and I, and that demo made me want to join the band. So I think because that song brought us together and we, built upon it together, we were like, and it has that pop hook that we thought it's giving single.
It definitely is. And the video is genius. Again, I love everything
so much fun to make.
You guys look like you had a lot of fun. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys talked about it, had a little script and everything, but it just seems so, like, unscripted.
Well, okay, so the song came out November of so almost about a year ago, and the director of the video, Lou Fine, shout out, approached us with a whole concept for the video. Script, whole visuals, everything, and basically said, I love this song, I see it, like I see Blondie and what she represents, and I want to make it into a video. And we shot it over the course of 3 days this past May, and it was crazy, it was intense, it was go, but it was so much fun. And I think that also does translate for sure.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
So as a drummer, you are an artist yourself, and together with the band, what's been some of your biggest challenges?
I think as a band, because it's kind of like a double-edged sword, the four of us are queer, and we're proud of that, and it's a part of our music inherently because it's reflected in the lyrics and when we're on stage together. and it's reflected in our audience. But also, I do find that we can kind of get pigeonholed as like a gay girl band or just a girl band or whatever, because people love to put artists in boxes.
100%.
So I think we're trying to navigate that right now, is like, how do we own this identity but not let it deter us from other opportunities, you know? So we're trying to figure that out, of like being really purposeful in the kinds of bills we play, the other bands that we play with, and just how we talk about ourselves. So it's like, we're proud of
100%.
you know, who we are, but also we want to make sure that it doesn't box us in.
100%. Yo, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Really excited for you guys.
I appreciate it.
I am truly a fan, and I will be following you guys. So anything you want to tell your fans, the people and new people who are going to find you?
So our debut EP, Not Dreams, is on Spotify. We released that this past June, and we're just kind of riding the high of, you know, that release after putting it together for the past year. And there's definitely a lot of more music coming soon.
100%. Well, continue to keep going. I celebrate you just as an artist. I think not enough people celebrate artists. They don't get their flowers. So I do have a flower for you, because you're going to get your flowers today.
Thank you.
It's for you and it's for the band. But because you're here, like, I appreciate you. I celebrate you, and keep going.
Thank you. This is really cool.
Yo, this is Vee with Vee. We are live from Digilog Day 2023. We have Miss Lauren. It's Lauren.
Lauren, yeah.
Okay, Lauren, not Laura, because I said that a few times.
All good. Happens all the time.
With the band Talon, a very amazing drummer, and let's give it up, because she is dope.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
No, thank you.